Okay. The phrase that pays. Okay. Guys, stand back, please. Looks like Manny through.
Go. Audio okay?
One more.
Yeoman work.
But you know they kind
All right, guys. Orderly chaos. Silence! Manny, how's training coming along? Good. Very good. Doing good. Ready for the fight. Would you bring in sparring?
We have a strategy that we focus on, especially speed and power.
How do you feel? You're 3 weeks away. How you feeling? Excited?
Very excited, yeah.
Manny, can you talk about your sparring partners and just what they've taught you about beating Mayweather?
About my sparring partners,
And what they've taught you, yeah.
I have a lot of good sparring partners and similar to his style, and they did good. And we know already what we're gonna do.
Freddie said you actually, for the first time, watched film on someone, and you actually watched Mayweather against somebody. Why did you feel a need this time to watch someone on film, and what did you see?
Just review if to make sure that our strategy and techniques that we're doing in training is right.
He will maybe go in at 160. You won't. Do you expect he'll try to make it fast first and come at you first? Is that what you're expecting? He'll try to take efforts and not hope his legs hold up first.
Quiet. Guys, quiet down there, please.
Michael Cons, quiet.
Yes, sir.
If I have an opportunity, then why not? I grab that opportunity. If he gave me the opportunity.
Manny, Floyd said yesterday that one fight doesn't define his legacy as a fighter. Does this fight, if you win, define your legacy as a fighter? Or does your entire career define the Manny Pacquiao?
My entire career define my legacy. All I have done in boxing is really great accomplishment, great achievements in my career. 8 different weight divisions, and the end of my expectation.
What does this do if you win, though?
If what?
If you win, what does this do for your reputation?
This is great. These additional achievements in my career, and of course, it's a record in boxing also. This is one of the biggest fights in boxing history. So
Would it be your biggest win?
I can say yes, one of the biggest fight, important fight, and especially I believe that more people inform this fight than if this fight happened 5 years ago.
Manny, if you win this fight, you will start your campaign for President of Philippines?
Not yet. I'm not, the law in the Philippines, you have to be 40 years old to run as a president or vice president, so I'm not qualified to run. So I don't have that in my mind right now.
Manny, yesterday Floyd told us that boxing's not fun for him anymore. It's a job now. Do you still have the passion for the sport?
For me, as this is, boxing is my passion. I'm enjoying this and giving honor to my country, and giving exciting fight to my fans. That's my concern. That's why, I'm not thinking anything, aside from. I don't want to. In short, I don't want to be a materialistic person. If you think like that, you're gonna be a materialistic person, and then you don't mind the fans, the audience, and then my concern is first concern. Every fight that I had is how I can entertain people and give them enjoyment and make them happy, and that's of course for doing that there's a price. you will receive prize.
He also called you a reckless fighter. So you just talked about giving people enjoyment in a fight and making it a fight. But how do you how do you balance that?
Reckless fighter. That's how people like me and love me because they like exciting fight and they like like we call this boxing. So boxing is more punching. We talk about punching. Be like a boxer.
Before the fight was made, everyone said it would have been a better fight 5 years ago. But now you, Floyd yesterday, Freddie, Aaron, everyone's saying no, it's a better fight now. Like, why do you believe that style-wise that you think it could be better now than it would have been what everyone thought it would have been 5 years ago?
Style-wise, it's still there. His style is still there, and my style is still there. This is good for us to, both of us, to feel, what we feel 6 years ago, 8 years ago in our career, and that's what I feel right now. Motivation, inspiration, determination is there, is back, and the killer instinct is there. So I love it. I like it, and good thing it's happened now than 5 years ago because more people informed now than people.
Did you see his last two fights against Maidana? Now, what did Maidana lack as far as to get the victory?
I don't want to say a comment, but I watched the fight, and I don't want to give them an idea why what I'm studying there, what I learned there, that fight. So he did a good job, especially the first fight.
Do you think he had the best success out of any opponent over the last 10 years against Mayweather?
The best.
Maidana?
Maidana.
Did he have the best success, do you believe, against Mayweather over the last 10 years?
Yeah, he did a good job, and he did his best.
Manny, if Floyd gets courageous and opens up a little bit and tries to take you out, how does that work to your advantage?
Well, if he do that, that's good for me. I mean, I like that. And let's see if that's what I want.
Let me ask you this.
And that's definitely what the fans want. Action.
Manny, odds are is that this fight will go the distance, though, and it'll end up in the hands of the judges. Do you think you can get a fair shake in Vegas, Mayweather's hometown, a fight that he's basically brought to this town? Will they be fair to you?
I'm not doubting the commission. I trust all this, the commission of Nevada Commission, the official, the judges. I trust them. It's hard to not give me trust with them, and they're the one who officiating and the official for this fight. So I have to trust them, and we have a lot of people are going to watch the fight. So.
Manny, what do you have in mind after the fight? Are you going to take a big break, vacation? What do you plan to do after the fight?
After the fight, I think going back to the Philippines, back to work, in Congress, and also spend time with my family like that.
Manny, Freddie said he's worried about Floyd not showing up for this fight. Are you worried about him pulling out at all? That's what Freddie just told us. Are you worried about him not showing up?
I'm not worried about that.
Why was it so important for you to take this fight that you were willing to give virtually everything to Mayweather that he wanted to make it happen? Can you talk about why it is so important, personally, for you to make this fight finally?
If my concern is myself alone, if I don't concern the fans, then the fight is it's hard to make happen. Because of course I don't want to take 60-40 and disadvantage and everything. And I agree that because for the sake of the fans. For the sake of the fans, I agree that to make the fight happen.
Manny,
You were just an advocate for the fans then. By accepting these terms, you were acting as an advocate for all the fans of boxing once.
Yeah, exactly. Because we know that that the fans have been waiting for this fight long time ago, 5 years, 6 years,
The idea that you're going to make 8 figures as a little boy growing up in the Philippines, what does that number mean to you now as a grown man who's enjoyed a very good life? The idea that you're going to make over $100 million to do something you love to do.
I'm enjoying helping people, help the poor, the orphan, because I cannot, especially I'm living in the urban poor town, so I cannot say them, they've been hungry and not helping them.
John?
What do you do with $100 million? I mean, everybody would love to have $100 million. What would you do with it?
Well, I'm a person that I'm not a materialistic, and it's not mine, but it's God's grace that's entrusted to me. I'm just a steward of that grace, and I have to use it for the glory of the Lord and for my family and also helping people.
If you could script the end of your career, how many more fights would you have?
It's hard to say, but right now I cannot answer that question because I can tell I'm
In the back of your mind, do you think that maybe you will see Mayweather again? Could this be the first of 2 or 3 fights?
I don't know. We will know. It's hard to say. But maybe after the fight, there's a press conference and we can discuss about it and make it possible.
Manny, you love Manny Pacquiao. He loves basketball. You challenge him on the court after his fight?
That's another story.
You're a professional basketball player, it sounds like.
Yeah, we can play.
Manny, you need to.
And I love, this fight. I just want to send this message to him that nothing personal. This is we're just doing our job. And after the fight, if I could talk to him, but I want to share the gospel of God. I want to share him about God. Why we need God. And that.
Do you believe he needs saved? Does he need to be saved?
Well, I just want to share. You need to be saved.
Manny, you need to have no distractions from this fight to get ready for it. How do you manage to limit the distraction?
For me, the distraction. This is what I know. What is distraction? If I'm training like that, if I'm training and my training body is on activities, that's distraction. But if I'm doing things, doing my training and work like that, and then I'm okay. I'm not distracted.
Manny, after this Mayweather fight, is there any other opponent you would like to face? Anybody left for you?
I don't know. I don't have an idea.
Manny, what has been the most overwhelming part of this promotion for you?
I'm really thankful the fans who always support us. Without the fans, we cannot be like this, or we're not gonna love this. So, I mean, I love it. I mean, what we accomplish in boxing, all the boxers that we accomplish is because of the media, the fans, their support. I mean, without you guys, how can we become popular or become known to the world? So, that's something that we are athletes that we think about. You are a part of our success, part of our, become famous.
How's the road work? How's the road work with you?
Different division, but that accomplishment is, I think, if you're an athlete, it's amazing. Beyond of your expectation, beyond of your imagination. That when I start, I never imagined that I can get that 8 different weight division.
Manny, why is boxing the best sport? Because it teaches you about life. Come on,
Boxing, the story, the true story in why I get into boxing. the true story is that, like, because I want to help my family, I want to help my mother, and there's a boxing show in our place, and we hear that there's a prize. Even you lose, there's a prize. There's a money. So we decided with my friends that okay, we put our name there so we can fight. Because even we lose, we earn money. So then that's the story. We fight and I won. So I made $2. $2. And if you lose $1. So if you lose $1, so I'm the first time we're very happy because we won the fight and we earned $2 and I buy a rice and food to my mom, and my mom's happy, asking, where do you get this money? But I didn't tell her that, you know, it's from like boxing. But on that time, I don't know what is boxing.
Remember how many pesos that was? How old were you?
I was 12 years old.
How many pesos was that at the time?
Oh, that's a 100 pesos. Yeah, 100 pesos.
And did you feel something during that first fight? You said you got something if you lost.
Here's the thing. The story is when I won the first match, the fight, and then we're very happy. Oh, we have money, we have money. But we're thinking, what's that event? We don't know boxing, you know. We know boxing. It's just put the gloves there and then you fight. And then every Sunday we put on name and we keep on winning. Then somebody told us that there's a people are a champion in boxing. There's a popular Filipino champion in boxing, Blas Ilorde and everything. I told them, who's that? I don't know boxing. This is a worldwide sport or like that. Oh, this is a popular sport in boxing. Really? Sabi niya, you know, I don't know boxing.
Manny, can I ask you about that first fight? Knockout or decision?
Decision, because I'm a mature kid.
Did you feel something in that fight, though? Something inside you that you weren't going to lose? Had something in you in that fight, or was it just a burning?
I can still remember that the time. I never, you know, I never think that I have to win. Either lose or win, I earn money.
Was it sanctioned? Is it a sanctioned professional bout?
No, it's a amateur.
Oh,
yeah.
So when did you develop that sort of inner strength, that killer instinct?
So later on that part of my life, then my uncle, he liked boxing. He always watched. He's a lot of on that time the tape at beaches, you know, before beaches, not CD, DVD, or beaches, and then fight, and then we watched. He introduced me. Oh, this is the boxing. Whoa, this is boxing. Then we watch a lot of boxers there. Julio Cesar Chavez, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Lennox Lewis, a lot of Vander Holyfield and Larry Holmes. There's a lot. And also De La Hoya, Roy Jones.
How much does it mean to you that from an early point, the first fight, you were able to help people by fighting? You've always been able to give back.
The first fight?
Well, from then and from all your career.
I'm very happy because what I earn now in boxing is I'm helping people. I'm not saying this of how much, but I'm so happy that I have a lot of people I help with, and also buy a land and build a house for them, and those people who are families who don't have a house, give them free, like that. So it's good. I'm happy because I'm doing, you know, right what God wants us to do. Help.
Manny, what do you think about how Floyd handles his money? I mean, his nickname is Money. How do you think he carries himself, and how people see him compared to you? Sort of, what are the differences in terms of the money discussion?
You know, money is not. I'm not saying money is evil, but money is root of all evil. I mean, it depends how you handle it. You know, I'm not saying that money it's evil, but you know, money is it's a root of all evil. So for me, you know, I hope that he will, you know, help also. I don't want to judge him or criticize him. You know, I don't want to what we call this, say bad things about him, about his money. Of course, he deserved that money. He earned that. He worked hard for that money, and I'm just hoping and praying that he will also help the poor people using that money that God gave it to him.
Could you have fathomed
What did you go in
making
thinking you were going to achieve?
My thinking is this is going to be a big help to make the fight happen. That's because that's how we we comfortable each other.
What was the biggest part of the fight that you had to give up, do you think? What was that big thing you had to give up, aside from the money, of course? Was there anything else that was key as far as making the deal happen?
I think to agree what he wants. That's the only thing.
Give us an example.
Did you impose any condition in this fight? It was all Mayweather's condition.
The only thing is I'm requesting for a 5 million penalty for whoever positive in the medical drug testing like that.
That was yours?
5 million penalty?
5 million, yeah.
And
Both of us.
that was your idea or his
Yeah,
idea?
that's my idea. I'm suggesting for that, and I'm surprised that he turned down and disagreed. So
He agreed to that?
no.
He turned it down. Correct.
Turn it down.
Were you surprised at how angry they became?
Huh?
Were you surprised at how upset that made them? What were you thinking when they had a few words for that?
I was surprised because I'm not the one who accusing that like that blah 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 the story, and they're the one who trying to blame me because I don't want to drug this leader. It's put $5 million, whoever
Is there anything right now in the contracts that could pose an obstacle, that maybe something wouldn't get met, that maybe you guys would start negotiating again, or is everything going along smoothly?
It's go along smoothly. Whatever in black and white, and we must follow.
Guys, we'll have to wrap it up. He's going to go upstairs and work out in a minute. I got HBO doing an interview, so if you want to watch him work out, he'll be up there.
Another question?
Last question.
What would you say to people that are suspicious about you going up in weight with the same body? Are they saying, some people saying that you may be taking something for you to grow?
No, it's just a training and eating a lot. Eating a lot, feeding. Sometimes I cannot be hard to breathe because of the full stomach, and hard to walk because and eat many times a day. Lunch, so be eating a lot.
He's also been randomly tested about a half a dozen times already by USADA during this camp. So,
Thank you, Manny.
thank you guys. Karen, you ready?
I'm not jealous of you
Manny. Dilly.
Ay, that's right.
Ano mo dagan sing dagan diretso diri.
30 seconds.
Dagan ka sa otro, dagan diretso. Open. Grab. Ako.
Let me know when you
Ako dire.
Quick.
Dara ko dire. Now. Ay, kuha na itong drink. Nakakuha. Tara ko. Tara oh.
Thank you.
Mas masig sumbag yung dagat rin.
Thank you.
Manny, a picture, please.
Yeah.
Manny, you can beat Floyd Mayweather on May 2nd. Is that definitely the biggest win of your
Thank you
career?
so much.
One of the biggest.
One up, but not necessarily the biggest.
One of the biggest.
Okay. Kamera, sa ulo niya. Thank you.
Is that it?